Good afternoon, Mr. Backer, Mr. Lin, and Professor Hodari. Today we're going to identify and resolve an issue for Frasers' hospitality strategy. In order to deliver an appropriate solution to the issues of the organization, we need to understand the external environment. What are the factors that could significantly threaten our mission to build a strong and balanced portfolio of quality hospitality assets? What is hindering our potential to deliver stable and sustainable growth?
The rise of online sharing platforms, such as HomeAway and Airbnb, has thrown uncertainty on the future of the hospitality industry. Though Frasers' clientele varies greatly from most current Airbnb users, the website is quickly expanding its offering and poses a threat not only to serviced apartments, but hotels too. Moreover, current political trends, such as the rise of the right-wing nationalism, as seen in Brexit and the election of President Trump, is gaining support in France, Italy and Germany, with parties calling for a breakup of the European Union or at the very least tougher visa regulations. This could have appalling consequences for European tourism, inbound, outbound, as well as domestic between member countries. Finally, terrorism sheds further volatility on the industry as attacks may deter visitors. Thomas Cook's bookings for Turkey declined 40% in 2016. The planning, delivery and management of real estate properties require long-term vision, which is difficult to establish in a rapidly changing world. This inclines us to look for portfolio differentiation through horizontal integration into a safer, more stable sector, all while remaining in the hospitality industry.
Through our research, we realized that student housing offers more safety and potential for growth than the current hotel and serviced apartment markets for twofold reasons. Firstly, education, and especially international education, has seen a steady growth for the past decade. Secondly, education is globally considered a merit good, therein seen as a valuable investment in spite of economic volatility, and is therefore unlikely to be hindered by economic stagnation. To decide where to invest, we began by looking at provision rates. These range from 24% in the UK to 6% in Australia and Spain. We went on to look at the average rents per room. They are the highest in Australia with an average of €828 compared to merely €650 in Spain. The threat of substitute in this case would be the rented apartment. Spain may seem like an attractive market given the provision rate. However, the lower studio apartment cost of €420 would represent a serious threat as it would increase the bargaining power of the buyer. In Australia, instead, it would be cheaper for a student to live in a student housing facility than renting his own apartment, thus reducing the threat of substitute. Moreover, Australia is much less reliant on the EU's and the US uncertain future.
Australia represents a comparatively large market of 1.4 million students. It benefits from strong inbound Asian demand combined with a fast-growing domestic population. Total student numbers have risen by 37% in the last 8 years. Furthermore, as can be seen from this graph, Australia has a higher student housing net yield.
University rankings are an important starting point for prospective students choosing a place to study. Ranked institutions enjoy a higher profile and may expect more applications, sustained student numbers, and, in turn, a robust demand base for student housing providers. London, Sydney, and Melbourne have high tuition fees for international students and comparatively high accommodation costs. This serves us with the opportunity to capitalize on the purchasing power of these individuals.
What would be our strategy? Although there are already major players in the market, such as Unilarge, Urban Nest, and Campus Living, their booking methods are complicated and the supply gap remains considerable. Through Frasers Hospitality's hotel management know-how, the booking process can be streamlined through the application of 3 pricing brackets: basic, intermediate, and premium, each containing different sizes of rooms and types of amenities.
Certain services like access to the gym or housekeeping will be available at extra cost when not included in the chosen category. This will allow students to tailor-make their bill according to their needs. Likewise, the more free time spent inside the residence, the greater the feeling of community, something which has now become a key aspect of student housing. To this end, each residence will contain F&B outlets available to all, at which students can work part-time. This will lower staff costs and maximize revenues from our customers. Each establishment will also include a reception, study rooms, and lounge areas.
To conclude, rising economic uncertainty and political instability in Europe and the US, combined with a high yield and low provision rates, lead us to the choice of the growing Australian market. We will diversify your portfolio investment through horizontal integration, providing a quality solution, a simplified booking process, target younger communities and foster alternative revenue stream through our outlets. We believe this will ensure long-term cash flows given the expected growth of student enrollment in Australia. We will capitalize on your real estate know-how and asset management skills to establish which undervalued real estate property to acquire and how to refurbish it to our needs.